take one. We're going to do a full run through. All cameras should be sunk on this.
Good morning, Facebook family and friends, my faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. Today it is, I don't even know what today's date is. Let's see. It is Wednesday, the 21st. We flying by Wednesday, 21st of March. The year is 2018. And I'm letting my beard grow out a little bit so y'all don't want to hear y'all comments. I'm letting it grow out so I can shape it up, whatever's going to happen. It's it's hard to believe. It's been over a year now since I started growing this damn thing. I got my coffee mug. It's kind of dirty, though. It's real coffee all over it. Caffeine is the new black. I spilled some coffee all over it. The Glamorous Life Part 2. Okay. I get a lot of criticism from black folks who live here in Atlanta about the videos I do. Because you have some black folks living here in Atlanta who live in this fantasy world that they live in the good life, the glamorous life. They make good money. They doing well. There's a problem. One good thing I've noticed, one good thing about being in Atlanta for 30 years, I think about when I throw up. Literally, I'm going to throw up when I say I'm in this motherfucking hellhole for 30 fucking years. It's like, okay, what the fuck was I thinking? But it flew by so fast. We worked for 30 years. Like, what the fuck? I'm going to be in this shit that damn long. I guess I'm happy to be alive and well and in good health here in Atlanta. Because a lot of motherfuckers ain't alive, happy, and well and in good health and wealth in Atlanta. But you got a lot of folks who would live here in Atlanta. They were going to school. They're educated. They're doctors. They're nurses. They're dentists. They're this. They're that. But there's a problem. Okay. There's an issue with these educated folks here in Atlanta. And I'm wondering, can y'all figure this out? Because you go to school, you have to get what? Student loans to pay for that. Everybody ain't going to get a free education. Everybody ain't going to be able to run through these school systems and college systems and get scholarships to cover all their damn debt. Everybody needs basketball, football, soccer, whatever. Some people just everyday people, they go there and pay for this shit with student loans. And maybe they don't know how to get all those scholarships and all that shit. So the vast majority of people I know are in debt. Deep debt. Some people are in debt up to $200,000 to $300,000 in student loans. But they're doctors, lawyers, dentists. They've been in school for years. That shit wasn't free. Now they gotta pay this shit back. But they worked so hard going to school, they want to live the glamorous life. So they want what? A nice car. A nice home or condo. They want to travel. They want nice clothes. They want nice jewelry. They want to live the glamorous life. This shit costs money. So they're deep in debt. But in their eyes, because they went to school, got an education, they're working in their fields, they're making decent money. They're living it up. But the debt is killing their asses. But most of them are blind to it. Or they ignore it. As they rack up debt and cars and houses and don't get married and have children. Woo! I don't even see how folks can afford children. These two Cocker Spaniels are goddamn expensive. I don't have student loans, thank God. I don't have that debt. I got a couple cars outside. Stroke a check and pay off them damn things. Don't do it. Not give that shit back. Student loans, you can't just walk into the bank and say, I'm dropping off this worthless ass degree I got over here, and y'all, I'm done with this debt. No, that debt gonna ride your back forever until you die. I've actually had people tell me, well, I don't care. I'll be dead long before they get that money. Some people don't have no intentions of ever paying back this money. At least not all of it. I know people paying $2,000 or $3,000 towards student loan debt. I don't understand it. But they are forced to pay this money back. That's a lot of money that you'll be paying forever. That's your house payment, car payment, and all kinds of stuff right there. But they want to live the glamorous life. They still want to live the glamorous life. If they buckle down and stop the glamorous shit and pay down that debt, they don't want to do that though. Because that means that they're still living as if they're in graduate school or in college, because they're in a small apartment, can't afford a house or a nice car. They're still in that Toyota or Honda because they're constantly paying down the debt to get rid of that debt. That's too right. They want to live it up. Y'all, I know so many friends, I'm not kidding you, who are in rent that ranges here in Atlanta from a one-bedroom for $1,500 to a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment over $3,000, and they swear they can afford it. They swear, I can afford this, Walter. And I'm like, okay. I don't want to pay that type of money. You're in an apartment, you're renting, nigga. This ain't yours. You shelling out the writing this check every month for rent. You don't own this place. This to invite people over and see your fabulous views of downtown Atlanta or Buckhead or wherever, Midtown, wherever. It's stupid. And you know you're in debt. Up to your eyeballs. I have more respect for people who go out and buy a house. If they can get one. Go buy a house. At least you own that shit. In an event something happen. Apartment, you own shit. You don't own that mess. I know a lot of folks who are paying this outrageous rent. And I've been to these places. Now I'm thinking, why? Why are you doing this? What's the purpose of this? Yeah, I kid you not. I've lived in Atlanta for 30 years. I've owned houses that had $10,000 mortgage payments. I owned it. I owned houses that had $2,000 and $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 more. I have multiple housing properties I've owned. I did real estate for a long period of time here. But I ain't never, ever in my entire life paid over $1,000 in rent in Atlanta. Ever. I'm not going to. What's the purpose? And I know I can find nice places underground. Nice places within the city. Yeah, it might be some crackheads dancing out there on that front porch for shit. I know people bought $1 million houses and they got crackheads still there and dancing on their front porch too. The good thing about renting a home versus owning a home or owning a property, the maintenance is not yours. You don't have to worry about maintaining it. You just get you some renter's insurance. Fixing it up if a flood happens, if the pipe breaks, you call the people who own the place. Renting is the best. I don't have nothing wrong with renting a place. If it's affordable. When you start getting into $1,500 for a one bedroom, I know some people are paying as much as $2,000 for a one bedroom. It's called a one bedroom deluxe. You know, like you get them big Whopper deluxe things they used to make. They used to make these big Whoppers and stuff and pay a little bit extra. They pay a little bit extra because they have a larger one bedroom. Still, in my opinion, I wouldn't pay that. Then debt up to their eyebrows. And they got these worthless liberal arts degrees. They've been better off going to school to be a plumber or electrician or a heating and air person. They make more money. Of course, they were using their hands. And gay folks, a lot of folks want them jobs they can sit in the office and sit in the type and wear their fancy duds, suits and sit in the office. I'm an executive. Bitch, you're a secretary. That's all you're doing. They work in banks and look, y'all, the glamorous life. They want to pull up in their BMW, get out in nice clothes and nice shoes. They paid all this money for. I don't have any expensive shoes in my closet, but I know plenty of people who got them red bottom shoes. I forget who they buy. Who those shoes buy? I can't think of any expensive shoes and shit. I don't buy that mess. I don't worry about. I know plenty of people I'm related to with $800 boots on their feet. And they shouldn't have them boots on their feet at all. Expensive stuff. The glamorous life. And I love scrolling through Instagram and looking at these people because I know they're in debt up to their fucking eyebrows. They're running all over the world. In Spain, Paris, Milan. And it's so funny, not even a few years ago, I used to see a buddy of mine traveling, going places everywhere. One day I was downtown driving past the Federal Building, and he came running up out of there. And it was raining, and I was driving. It was raining, and people was parked a little distance from the Federal Building. You know, you really got no parking lots over there. So he saw me. I waved at him. I said, get my car, get my car. So he jumped in my truck. And I said, oh, where you parked? He's over there. And I said, oh, where are we coming from? He said, I just got through filing bankruptcy. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I knew that was coming because this nigga had been all over the damn place. He got student loans. I'm like, did they at least let you roll them student loans into that bankruptcy? He said, mm-mm. And I know he hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. I said, well, did you keep your house? He said, yeah, I'm trying to decide I'm going to keep it or not. Nice house. I said, okay, well, you're trying to keep it. Maybe they can work it out in the bankruptcy court. I mean, it's not unusual for people to file bankruptcy. I think it's a good, smart move if you know you have the debt up to your eyebrows. But it would have been nice if he could have rolled that student loan debt into there. But he couldn't. But he did roll everything else in there, including back taxes. I said, well, good for you on that. Get rid of them damn taxi old asses. And he's back doing what? He's back living the glamorous life. Sure is. No folks gonna live it up. They gonna photograph their pictures and travels, and there's nothing wrong with living life. Travel, I love to travel and go places, you know. But I'm not traveling with $5 in my wallet. When I go places, I need to not be able to get back from Cancun, Mexico, in case of an earthquake or hurricane, and we can at least go to that point and say, how much is tickets to get us out of here? Because we need to get on this plane now, because this is a disaster here. We need to go. I always make sure I get traveler's insurance on every damn thing. I'm not stupid. So, it's the glamorous life. Smoke and mirrors here. And people attack me. Niggas, have a seat and shut your fucking mouth. Because you know I'm telling the fucking truth. Sit down. Shut up. Niggas ain't got shit. That nigga that jumped in my car, nice ass house, he can't afford it. He never could afford it when he bought the damn house. Now with all that student loan in debt, now he's trying to hold on to the house. I hope he's able to hold on to the house. But he may not, in the judge might say, you just got to go. Unless they can go in there and restructure that loan somehow. I don't know how that works in a chapter 7 or chapter whatever, how they restructure stuff. They can restructure some debt so that you can keep certain things. But if they're looking at the numbers and it don't add up, you got to leave that shit. Yeah, okay, you can afford this. Sell it. And I never understood why so many black gay guys buy these 5,000 square foot, 3, 4, 5,000 square foot houses. It's just them. Why do you need this massive house and it's just your black ass? You don't have any children running around, grandparents. I tell people, put it on Airbnb. Rent out the room. I'm not doing that to my house. I don't want people in my house. Yeah, good luck with that shit, man. On your own, figure it out. I wish Airbnb had been around. I had that house up there in Buckhead. I'd have rented out every fucking room in the house, including my own master bedroom. I'd have told them, and this house comes with a maid, me. I've been up there cooking breakfast every morning. Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? Had to sleep last night as I slept on that couch in that damn den in my office. I'd have rented out every room in that house and even gave limousine service. Jump in my Mercedes and I'll take you up to Lenox Mall now. Let's go. Better than a hotel, I could have kept that house. I could have made a killing. Y'all go out by the pool and relax and stuff. I'll be down there just a minute. What do you want for breakfast? I'm going to bring you breakfast down. I would have did that shit to stay in that damn house, and they did it. Earl, I wouldn't have done that. I said, Earl, I would have. You could have moved out. I would have sat right there in that damn house and serviced that house with that debt from them Airbnb people coming in, and they would have paid it. It was a beautiful house. I'm not stupid. I know how to hustle. I'd have sat right there in that house and paid that shit. And then days I won't be bothered. I would have took a week out and took it off the market for a week. Knowing my ass, I'd have rented that shit every goddamn day. Shit. Think about it. If you can rent out, that house had 1, 2, 3. Really, it was a 5-bedroom, 5-bath and a half house. Every bedroom had a bathroom. I could have rented out all those rooms through Airbnb, or somebody could have rented the whole house. Let's just say on average, I rented that house out for $500 a night for the whole house. Big 5,000 square foot house with pool and everything. Let's see, what would I get average? That's cheap. $500. You can get a hotel. I probably would have went more than that for that. $500 a night. Let's just say I did on average $500 a night times 30. That's $15,000 a month. That would have covered the mortgage and everything in that house. My math is right. $500 per day times 30 days. Yeah, $15,000. I could have stayed there if Airbnb had been around at that time, which it wasn't. When they threw IAs up there, niggas. So people believe we was right in the heart of Buckhead. We could have did that. I would have done it. Earl doesn't like this idea. I said, yeah, that's what it is. But I'm over houses in that magnitude. I don't want to ever own a home that big because it's too much work. We had a maid coming in cleaning. It was perfect. She come in and scrub that place from top to bottom. We would leave and go to the gym next Saturday morning. She'd come in and clean, wash clothes, fold, wash this, everything be immaculate when you come back. When we couldn't afford her ass, I did that all day Saturday, scrubbing and cleaning, dusting. I said, oh my God, where's all this dust coming from? Be all over the hardwood floors throughout the house. You have to go do that shit no more. Then I had to cut that grass too because we couldn't afford the yard guys. So I had to get out there in the heat. It was an acre lot. I had to cut the front and backyard. So I would do one day I'd cut the front, the next day I'd cut the back. It was a lot of work. I'm gonna be bothered with that shit no more. I don't want to be bothered with that shit no more. I've learned my lesson. Homes are expensive to maintain. Better than rent. Let them cut the grass, fix the roof, fix the plumbing. Just cheaper. Let them pay them taxes. Taxes high as hell on that damn house. High as hell. So I understand why people are renting this stuff, but it doesn't make sense to rent $2,000 and $3,000 and $4,000. I mean, to pay these types of rent, and you have the debt of your eyeballs. It just doesn't make sense to me. Try to pay down those student loans because you're not going to be able to discharge that in bankruptcy. That debt going to be there forever. But some people don't care. I personally know people who are $200,000 and $300,000 in debt from student loans, more than that. But they are doctors, nurses, attorneys. One of my friends, he got his PhD in nursing, so I guess he becomes, I forget what they call that now, but he went to school forever to get that shit. What is it called? I can't think, but he has a doctorate degree and he's a nurse. He's a nurse, but he has a PhD, which allows him to do certain things other nurses can't do, so. But he spent a lot, it's expensive. Education is expensive. He's in debt. He's close to my age. He is my age. He tells me them debts, I just gonna look at him, ooh, boy. See, I don't have that type of debt. I never went to school, never went to college. Waste of money. Sometimes I regret not going to school. I look at all these people with these degrees and shit with their lives, and I just say, And some degrees that I know people who've gone to school for and got all these degrees, they have now become, what's the word I'm looking for? The degree is worthless. You know, certain types of degrees that were good 10 years ago ain't worth shit today. Atlanta Public Schools just fired all these librarians. They get rid of all the librarians in the school system. And there's an article that you can read. He's a librarian. He has a doctorate degree in librarian. But now they're getting rid of all those. They actually fired. They actually fired 15. Let's see. What did he send me an article? Atlanta's cut school librarians, an article in something he sent me. And Earl's not with Atlanta Public Schools anymore. Atlanta Public Schools fired 14 school librarians. They're cutting those positions. Those people have went to school and got education, and they've been there forever. And now their jobs are being terminated. So their degree is no good anymore in the Atlanta Public Schools system. Feel they don't need a school librarian. I'm like, how the hell are they going to run a library without a school librarian there? What kind of shit is that? But that degree is now worthless now. They'd have to go work in a public library. They can go back there and work. Assume they can get a position in there. Are they going to have to, some degrees after certain industries, and it's a changing world. When was the last time anybody went to the library and checked out a book? When you got the internet these damn days. I haven't been to step foot in the library in years. I still think we need public libraries for people who are in school and educational purposes, but the average person doesn't go to the library anymore. So I guess the school system felt that they needed to get rid of these dispositions for whatever reasons. Atlanta Public School System and parents are now complaining about this. The glamorous life. Everybody must live the glamorous life here now. And there's nothing wrong with that if you can afford it, but the vast majority of these blacks who live here cannot simply afford that. There's another side to this. We have to understand, a lot of these white folks that you see in these nice homes and houses and live in own businesses, their parents have given them money to buy these homes, pay for their college education. They don't have the type of, most white folks, a lot of them do, but I know a lot of whites don't have the type of debt that we have coming out of the educational system. Their parents pay for their college education. I have an associate who I know whose parents paid for him to open up his own law practice. You know, they paid for his college education and for him, so he doesn't have the type of debt. Because I have a lot of friends, associates here in Atlanta who own law, who have their own dentist office, attorney's office, doctor's office. They have this stuff that they have, but the debt attached to it is what's killing them. They have the education, when they went to school for education to get this debt. Now they went into their own practice by that stuff. There's a debt attached to that. It can be overwhelming. Because I talk to these guys. Now I listen to them. I go see my dentist. He tells me the story. I just listen. He's in debt. He's trying to expand his business. And, it's expensive. And he doesn't have the type of resources these white folks have. Just don't. So, you have to understand these people are, it's nice to see people opening up their own practice. I think people need to be self-employed. That's the only way to go these days, especially if you're an attorney or a doctor, you can do it, but it's expensive. You're an attorney, a doctor, a dentist, if you can do anything on your own. The dentist that I go to, he has his own place, and then he works for another place. So he has his own practice, then he works part-time someplace else at another dentist. This man is constantly working. I have friends who, I have an associate who's a plastic surgeon here in Atlanta, and he works at a hospital also. So he has his own plastic surgery business, and then he does something on the side at one of these hospitals as a emergency room surgeon, something similar to that. But he's constantly working. These people work long hours. They ain't at home enjoying a cup of coffee making a YouTube video. They working. They got debt up to the eyeballs. Debt. They owe everything. Nothing's paid for. Houses, cars, boats, none of this shit paid for. They end up in bankruptcy court because eventually they can't carry this debt. It begins to become overwhelming. As the aging process is the killer here. Because when I was in my early 20s, I would jump up at 5 o'clock in the morning and work until midnight. Get a few hours worth of sleep, jump up and do this again. But at my age now, I can't do that shit. I can be in bed 9, 10 o'clock. I can go my ass to bed. I'd be get up around 6 or 7. I'm exhausted. So as you get older, you can't work those 12, 13, 14, 15-hour days and keep, to pay for this stuff. I said, people give this stuff up and say, let me go file bankruptcy. I can't continue down this path. I get it. The glamorous life. That's what's happening here. The people say I'm exaggerating. But I see this shit every day outside these windows. Look, I've been here for a long time. I know a lot of motherfucking people. I sit and talk to them. On the outside looking in, everything looks great. They got a nice house, nice car, up their own practice. But you don't know what they're going through. Their finances don't look good at all. The glamorous life. Anyway, let me get out of here and cook me some breakfast. I'm trying to get to this gym today. I'm thinking about it. It's 11:30. I'm going to cook some breakfast today. Today is Wednesday, is the 21st of March, the year is 2018. I would love to read you all's thoughts on the debt that people have in our society today, particularly black folks, black educated people. I think it's horrible. I wish there was some way around it, but there isn't. You did everything right. You went to school. You got an education. You want to live a good life, but the debt is just overwhelming. I think that, like I said, some people just have to realize Let me pay down the student loan. Let me get this out of the way first so I can go live my life. But people don't want to do that because they feel like they don't want to do that. So they let this debt linger and hang over their head. I don't think that's a wise idea, but hell, I don't have that debt, so I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Anyway, I'm out of here, you all. Enjoy your Wednesday. I'm out of here. Enjoy your day.
This is a take one. We're going to do a full run through. All cameras should be sunk on this